Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A. This is your June tarot forecast. This video is for the Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. So before I get started, if you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I do have linked down below in the description box. This is going to be your typical 4-card spread, looking at the overall energy coming in for you, or the energy that you need to be tapping into during the month of June, any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing. And because we're dealing with Gemini energy for most of the month, we'll also be looking at where you need to tap into that energy, have a little bit of fun, live life a little bit, I can't talk, live life a little bit, live your best life, basically. And as always, quick little soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from this spread, okay? So with this first deck here, I'm going to be looking at your overall energy, or the energy that you need to be tapping into during this month, Aries. What is the overall energy for June for Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising? Cut this deck here. The wind is blowing a little, excuse the nature sounds. Excuse me, I also have allergies, y'all, so bear with me. You've got fire. Come tapping into your own energy for the month of June, okay? And I am going to go on and pull your next couple of cards so that I can get a little bit more clarification on what that fire card means. With this deck here, going to be looking at the challenges or obstacles that you might be facing during this month. And also looking at, as I said earlier, how you can live your best life, or how you need to start living your best life during the month of June, okay? What's popping for Aries, people with those Aries placements for the month of June? Challenges and obstacles. And also, how can they live their best lives? Cut that deck here. Yo, the nature sounds are really off the chain. Like, this should be like a meditation video. Sans me talking, right? Challenges and obstacles, you've got temperance. And live a little, you've got judgment. Okay. So this is kind of interesting, Aries. I need a sip of something. I said something like I wasn't drinking a White Claw, but I'm grown. And it's almost summertime, and it's nice out, even though the wind is blowing a little bit. So you've got the fire card coming up in the position of your overall energy, or the energy that you need to be tapping into during the month of June. And what I got when I first pulled this was like this intense like heat wave, like, okay, whoosh. So after pulling the other cards, what I'm feeling is that Aries, the month of June is really a time for you to come into you. And I know people be like, oh, Aries are selfish, Aries are only always thinking about themselves and blah 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 and da 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 da. And yes, that is very true when you guys are operating more so on your shadow sides, okay? However, this card coming up here during this month of June does tell me that you need to be selfish during this month. You need to be thinking about you. You need to be thinking about what is best for you. You need to be thinking about what is going to reactivate your own energy. I get the sense that your fires are dim, or that your little wicks are completely out right now. Get the sense that you are not in a space to where you are feeling like your best selves. You're not feeling like you are really resonating with your highest potential. You're not feeling like you're doing all of the things that you can do. And as an Aries, as a fire sign, that is not an energy that works very well with you. Trust me, I know. My best friend is an Aries, and I believe my brother has an Aries. No, he doesn't. Just kidding. We found out that he doesn't have an Aries. No, actually, does he have an Aries? I think my brother has an Aries moon. So like I understand when you guys are not doing the things that you feel like you need to be doing, it doesn't sit well with you. This card comes with the numerical energy of the number 27, which is 2, which is all about peace and balance and harmony, and 7 is about truth and divinity and philosophy. Those cards coming together, those cards, oh, okay, waves of wind. Not those cards, those numbers coming together break down into 9, which is the number of ascension, coming into new chapters, closing chapters and coming into new chapters. Moving your energy away from certain places, certain people, and certain things, wrapping things up. This card popping up here with this numerical energy says, hey Aries, you need to focus on yourself, and that might mean closing some chapters, that might mean moving away from certain things, that might mean detaching your energy from certain things. And that's not to say just cut things off cold turkey, to shut things down all the way, but this could be a time for you to do a little bit of soul searching by yourself. You might need to take a little bit of space, take a little bit of a break. You might need to kind of go dark, unplug, whatever you feel like you need to do to tap back into your fire, to relight your wick, to reignite your energy. You need to do that, and the only way you can do that is to close out and to stop doing certain things or remove your energy from certain things. Okay, my mouth is dry, but that's because I have cotton mouth, y'all. It is what it is, right? Just to further confirm what I was saying, you've got temperance as your crossing energy. And when I read with this card, I usually pick up on this energy of pouring some self-love into everything that you've got going on for yourself, right? When I pull this card in readings, like in love readings, it's like, oh, you need to give some love to yourself. When I pull this card in general readings, it's like, oh, you need to give some love to yourself. When I'm pulling this card now, it means, oh, you need to give some love to yourself. And I did say that earlier, that you need to tap back into your energy, right, Aries? But this is in your crossing position. So your issue during this month is that you need to be here, but you, for some reason, don't know how to do that. What I feel is, I keep getting the word selfish, but then there's selfless tagged onto the end of it. What I feel with that energy is that, Aries, you are so focused on things playing out the way that you want them to, or the way that you think they need to play out. You're so focused on devoting your energy into making sure that your space, your relationships, your foundations look the way that you want them to look, or how you think they're supposed to look. But with that being said, that means that you spend your energy. And that means you're spending it on shit that it doesn't need to be spent on. Things are going to play out how they're supposed to, whether you are putting in the work or not. They're going to happen how they're supposed to, whether that looks like how you want it to or not, right? This temperance card crossing you does tell me that, Aries, you are not devoting enough energy to yourself, to your personal goals, to your growth, to your ascension, and that is what is important for you during this time. So I always say, turn these cards into upright positions. During the month of June, you need to be a little selfish. You need to devote some energy to you, Aries. You are literally at the center of your spread, and you are a you energy. So if you're not resonating with that energy right now, that is already a red flag to say, hey, there's a disconnect, because you guys naturally resonate with the me energy, right? It is what it is. That's how Aries are. We accept it. We accept it. And your cardinal. So it really is me. It really is what I want to do, right? I don't get that from you guys right now, and you need to get back to that. So you need to figure out whatever it is that you need to figure out to put yourself into that position, okay? Going into your next card, you've got Judgment, in the position of where you need to live your best life, where you need to live a little. And the Judgment card, I really like, I'm seeing like the gavel, like you have some decisions to make. And there are some major moves that you're going to be thinking about during this time. I don't want to say make them, because we are in retrograde season, but the thoughts about making these moves are very, very prominent for you during this time. And you know, Aries, like I said, you do have to cut some shit out in order for you to focus on yourself, in order for you to give yourself what it is that you need, okay? So whatever it is that you're feeling like, this is off, this is not working for me, this is not right, you're gonna have to put your foot down. And when you put your foot down, if things continue to spiral out of hand, or they continue to not fall into line, so to speak, you're gonna have to put your foot down even further and make a decision as to, okay, whether or not this needs to be in my life. Tough decisions, tough thoughts, tough introspection during the month of June, but it is very important, and you've got all the energies lent to you during this time to help you make those decisions. So Aries, you got to focus on you, and you got to make, like I said, you got to make some hard decisions that might, you know, clear some shit out in order to help you do that. Okay? Now, let's get your last card in the spread, which is going to be your soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from the spread, some additional insight. Okay? There's the wind blowing. There it is. All right. This is the soul message, additional insight for Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising for the month of June in regards to the cards that were pulled. There. Again, please excuse the nature sounds, guys. I like to be outside. I'm a little Capricorn rising. Your soul message is to the sea. You've got another 7 card. I'm sorry. Do you even have a 7 card in here? I don't know why, but I just keep thinking of this energy of truth. Y'all ain't got no 7 cards here. Please excuse me. Disregard what I said. You have 27. That's what I was thinking of. But anyways, you've got to the sea here. Which I think further confirms what I was saying about having tough decisions to make, and also further confirms what I was saying about needing to take a little bit of space and a little bit of time for yourself. It is the summertime. I know we all been locked down, but like, you can do things now. And Aries, you, like I said, you're cardinal. You can figure shit out. You're fire. You can figure it out. You know how to get the things together, to square things away so that you can take that time for yourself. As I said, it is time to be selfish. You need to go to the sea. This could literally mean that you need to go to the sea and wash away some energies. Was that my 26th birthday? No, my 27th birthday, I went to Virginia Beach. That beach is known to have healing sands. I try to go somewhere close to the water every year for my birthday, but I'm a water sign. I'm a Cancer. This literally could mean you need to take a trip to go to the water. If you can't take a trip, you might need to go sit by a lake or something. But generally speaking, this to the sea card does mean, Aries, that you do need to take some time, that you do need to venture out, that you do need to find your zen, clear your head, figure out what steps, what decisions you need to make for yourself in order to be living your best life. Okay? That's your spread, Aries. I hope it found you well. It is retrograde and eclipse season, so I'm having a retrograde reading sale and an eclipse reading sale. If you feel like you need your own personal reading, feel free to book one with me. I've got all that information linked down below. I also got hella videos that you guys should watch during this time. We are in a Gemini lunar cycle, so I would definitely suggest watching my Gemini new moon video. We just had the Sagittarius full moon and lunar eclipse. Sagittarius is your sister sign, so this fire energy is really revving you up right now, where you're supposed to be revved up by it. You're supposed to be tapping into it, okay? So what I would say is watch that video. Have that link down below as well. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, we are in the retrograde cluster, so I've got a playlist linked to the retrograde series for 2020 down in the description box too, okay? That's all I got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.